Hey everybody, Jay here from Replay Republic. Where we left off, we were just about to speak with the Cyrene, who we located their homeworld in Beetlejuice, and I don't know, we're hoping they can help us out. So let's get into that. That glow was a slave shield. Okay.
Attention, unidentified space vessel. Be warned. This slave world and its inhabitants belong to the Ur-Quan. I am Starbase Commander Talana of the slave planet Gaia. Your ship is not responding to standard hierarchy identification sequences. You are therefore classed as independent. And what? Is my monitor display correct? Is that a human commanding that vessel? Who are you?
Nice to meet you, Talana. How you doing? Were the ethics police justify that costume immediately? I am the right one for you, baby. I don't think I can do that. We're greatly impressed.
So am I, Captain. So am I. Earthlings are so earthy. But you haven't answered my question. Why are you here? Where are you from? Has the slave shield been lifted from Earth?
Oh, sadly no.
Are the Ur-Quan finally defeated? Simply put, Captain, what do you want from us?
Yeah, I can't clown this. To be honest, we need your help to destroy the Ur-Quan.
Look, Captain, I like you. Even though you're an obnoxious human,
Hey!
I like you.
Well, a little bit, I guess.
We might have become good friends. Perhaps more. But that's a fantasy, and my job is dealing with reality.
Okay.
We're not going to do anything to jeopardize what we've got here.
What have you got here?
We've come too far, lost too much, to ever risk losing Gaia, our new home. Don't get all judgmental on me, Captain. You don't know what we've been through.
No, I don't. Alright. So, would you tell me a bit about your people and your culture so that I know what you've gone through?
Our species are almost identical. Almost too close a match to be just a coincidence.
Yeah.
Our bodies are very similar, Captain.
Well, I can...
Except for certain parts.
Yeah.
Our cultural development is also mostly parallel. Like you Earthlings, we evolved a society from primitive tribes whose main function were to protect themselves from the large reptiles native to our old world.
We didn't have... It's okay.
The main difference between our two sets of cultures, the split in the paths of our development, occurred in what would have been your prehistory, say 5000 BCE. In your world, the agricultural communities were conquered by the more primitive, but also more aggressive migratory herding peoples. This led to a particular kind of sexual and political dominance structure, which pervaded almost all of your Earth cultures until the early 21st century. On Syra, our only primitive migratory tribes were confined to our mountainous regions. Their herd beasts, the Wyman, did not do well in the agricultural basins and plains. The two cultures were isolated until much later, when the technological superiority of the farmers curtailed any major conflict.
So not to get all guns, germs, and steel on you here, but if our herd beasts had not been able to live outside of the mountains, we would dress like that and turn blue? What was Syra like? What's Syra? I assume Syra is...
It was our paradise, Captain. Our Eden.
But you're living on a world called Gaia now?
The world we know of, whose variety and richness of life even comes close to Syra.
Okay.
Again, like so many other things about our two species, our worlds were very much the same.
Okay.
At least before you began encasing yours in concrete and plastic.
Hey, don't look at me. I'm
Syra's
from
gravity was a bit
Vela.
lighter than Earth's, and its day was 50% longer. Our diurnal cycle is therefore different from yours. We spend 20 hours awake, followed by 10 hours horizontal.
What happened to Syra?
This subject is very difficult for us, Captain. But I will try to recount those sad days.
Thank you.
Like your solar system, ours had a large population of comets and asteroids. Large meteor impacts, though rare, were not unheard of on our planet. So it was not a total shock when an asteroid penetrated our atmosphere and hit the surface.
Okay.
What was odd was that unlike most other meteors, this one was not pulverized on impact. It penetrated the crust, and indeed went all the way through to the mantle, causing a supervolcano.
That's bad.
The earthquakes caused by the impact were severe. The magma pumped out of the caldera wreaked significant damage on the nearby terrain, but within a few weeks it had cooled, forming a solid rock bandage over the wound.
Okay.
Within a few months, we had cleaned up the mess. The caldera was calming down nicely, and things were pretty much back to normal. Then, just over a year after the impact, all hell broke loose on the surface of Syra. Huge calderas were opening all over, not just around the meteor impact, but everywhere. The scope of the disaster is impossible to imagine.
Yeah, I'm not a geologist, but that
Entire
sounds
cities
bad.
sliding into oceans of molten lava.
Yeah.
Kilometer-wide sections of land pulverized by a cataclysmic explosion, and clouds of poison gas and superheated steam created a death shroud around Syra.
Wow. So, what are you doing here?
When Ur-Quan conquered us over 20 years ago, I was only a young girl living in Habitat 31. My older sister Diani was a starship officer in the Space Patrol. She was part of the final defense at Raynet. She didn't make it back.
I'm sorry.
When Ur-Quan caught us in open space, we all thought we were going to die. But then, instead of killing us, the Ur-Quan offered us a choice. We could join the ranks of their combat thralls, or we could be slave-shielded in our homeworld. Like the people of Earth, we chose peace. We became fallow slaves. When the Ur-Quan told us to return to our homeworld, we explained that we had none. Ur-Quan Master 9 explained that they had encountered this situation before, and if we would provide them with a list of our requirements, they would use their extensive astronomical data stores to find a planet for us.
Good
So
deal?
we told them about Syra, about the color of its sky, about the abundant life forms, about the fertility of the soil and seas. Less than an hour later, we received a terse message from Master 9. We were to proceed to these coordinates and disembark. This was to be our new home. But our new world, Gaia, was everything we described.
Impressive.
We've been searching for a home planet for 75 years, and in the end, it was our enemies who gave one to us.
Huh.
I grew up on a small island off the main continent, and like all of my people, we lived each day under the sick, red glow of the slave shield. When the Ur-Quan arrived 7 years ago to refurbish and recrew the Starbase, I was selected as the new commander.
All right. So what happened to you at the end of the war? This seems really significant.
When we first met your people, we've been wandering through the stars for almost 75 years.
As you said.
Ever since the death of Syra, our home planet. We joined your alliance, and I use the word joined loosely, because we had no other choice. The Vox were raiding our slow habitat columns, and we had nowhere else to go. We fought for survival, Captain. Nothing more. When your people on Earth were defeated, the Alliance just plain fell apart. The Yehat and Shofixi retreated to their native stars and didn't want us to follow. The Ariru, those creepy little weasels, just plain bugged out. Vanished,
Okay.
leaving us alone, with nowhere to go, smack in the path of the oncoming Ur-Quan Armada.
Yikes.
What were we supposed to do? Fight? 2/3 of our habitat fleet was unarmed. Many aren't even superluminal.
Okay.
We were going to be annihilated if we resisted, and we knew it. When the Ur-Quan surrounded us and started giving orders that all ended with, "or die," we took them at face value. We obeyed.
Yep.
In exchange, they gave us Gaia, the planet below. It's a beautiful world, Captain. I wish I could show it to you,
I like that.
so don't misunderstand me. We love our freedom as much as anybody else, but we've got a good life here, and we don't want to lose it.
Yeah, I get it. If you love freedom and hate the Ur-Quan, why won't you help us?
Like I said before, Captain, we would like to help, but we are unwilling to risk losing Gaia.
Yeah.
Unless you can find a much more compelling reason for us to get involved. You're on your own.
Got it. I'm not going to make fun of your clothing. I'm not going to do that. Goodbye, Commander Talana. I will be back.
Until then, Earthling.
How do you do that thing with your eyes? Alright. So we can visit some moons while we're here. This is a long trip. It's class 7 tectonics, so we won't do that. That's 3 and 3. There's some biologicals down there. We do need just a few more bio credits to get another level of technology, so I'm gonna risk it here. Cobalt. Bug-eyed bait. Ah! I'll drive over. Macrocilia. Macrocilia. Alright, forget it. That's enough. We really need more resilient landers. This is frustrating. Alright, so we visited planets 1, 2, and 3 in this system. Let's visit 4. And, so they ran into the Vux. Presumably the Vux still exist. Go get some greens and blues here. At class 3, if we just watch ourselves a little bit. So the Cyrene ran into the Vux. Don't know what other species are in the vicinity. Their story about an asteroid hitting the planet and then messing it up a year later is really, like, that's weird. I won't say suspect, but is that a thing that normally happens? Sounds a bit odd. Sus. Yeah, so we're in the vicinity where the Androsynth used to be as well. And the Androsynth were, well, even Star Control 1, they were a clone-based subculture of Earth. So if we switch maps here, no, not that one, that one. They had this sphere of influence. They were Earthling-like. Oh, Mycon. Cyrene didn't mention Mycon. But the Androsynth were here. They were like slave clones of Earth, and then they got wise and they took off in converted space stations. And I don't know, maybe being semi-Earth-like, Earthling-like, maybe they'll be sympathetic to our plight. Nobody's mentioned them yet, though, as I said. So we'll check that out as well. Picunk did say try to make friends, right? So we'll stop in at... Wow, that's a big star system. Stop in at Alpha Lalande on the way. Lalande? There's the purple planets. Purple world. Too bad there's no purple minerals here. Forget it. Moving on. Alpha Mense. Oh, no, I thought this was Lalande. Anyway. Must have been close by. Here's a moon. Alpha Mense, planet 2A. Magnetic world. Yeah. Class 7 tectonics, no thank you. Magma world. No. Class 8 tectonics. So gas giant for planet 3, nothing there. Planet 4, another gas giant. We've got a moon, so we'll investigate that. Looks pretty infrared and completely empty, so forget it. Moving along. There's another gas giant at position 5. Oh, and we've got interesting moons here. So let's check out Moon A, which is very dark. Hydrocarbon world. That's all commons. Nope. Hopefully this one's more interesting. Noble world. Yeah, there we go. It's worth a little more. Gather up some noble gases. Boy, that's not much, is it? We'll pick up the commons while we're down here. Helium. Oh, that wasn't common, that was also noble. Okay, that's cleaned out. That was better. Check out the water moon. Looks like water world. Yep, there it is. Class 4 tectonics. Not for common, I won't. We're a long way from home. And infrared world. Dusty, lightning, some biologicals, class 3 and class 4. I just don't feel comfortable with that this far from Earth. Okay. I'm a good captain. This looks like it might be radioactive, though. No, it's too purple for that. I don't know. Let's see. Maroon world. Well... So little down there. Fuel use 1. I forget it. Starting to be much more selective about where we land. And that is not the next one in sequence, but we can backtrack because this one's so close. Planet 8. Is this Urea world? Yeah, it is. There's some biological down there, but with class 8 tectonics, we're not going to do anything about that. Now let's backtrack to planet 7. No thank you. No thank you, we're not returning to planet 8. Okay, so we won't go that way, we'll go this way. There it is. Planet 7, at last. Noble world. Alright, we'll harvest. Hopefully this one has... well, it doesn't look like it. I was going to say, hopefully this one has more deposits of what we're interested in. But it just seems to have more earthquakes. Did I miss that this was class 4? This really looks like class 4. Anyway, we did fine. It's class 3. That's pretty busy for class 3. A lot of earthquakes. Alright, so we were headed down toward Androsynth territory here. This strange configuration of a green star with a bunch of other green stars around it. Ah, so that's Lalande. Delta Lalande. Head there. And set the autopilot. So hopefully by filling up the cargo bay with more valuable minerals as we explore, we'll get a good mix of plot and resource gathering without having a whole lot of inefficient return trips to Earth. So there's a gas giant in position 1. Oh, we've got 3 moons, so it's good. Hydrocarbon world. Well, nothing going on there. Only commons, not worth harvesting. Alkali world. Low hazards, not worth it for base metals. And we'll go to the next moon. That's a halide world. Oh, we've got some corrosives and some radioactives. So for class 3 tectonics, I will risk it to get those radioactives. Astatine. You know, if I'm making any mistakes in my pronunciation of various chemicals or elements, please dunk on me in the comments. I'd definitely appreciate that. I'd rather be corrected and made fun of than just wrong consistently. Alright. And with only corrosives left, let's go to the next planet. Planet 1, there's planet 2. We're zoomed in too far. There's planet 2. Looks, maybe like a Vinylogos world? Don't know. Let's see. Vinylogos world. Mineral, energy, biological. Not going down for class 4. Nope. Not just base metals with class 4. We're not going to do that. And where is planet 3? Oh, it's way around the other side. There's a gas giant there. So, I haven't seen any Androsynth. I don't know about you. A couple of moons here. We'll go B A instead of AB, since that's convenient. Hydrocarbon world. Nope. Nope. Won't go down there. What about this one? Another hydrocarbon world. Class 3. It's just not exciting to me. So... Delta Vulpeculae. Or which one's closer? Epsilon, 1.4, 1.6. Epsilon Vulpeculae is closer. Oh, somebody's chasing me. Somebody's coming up behind me really fast. Okay, Epsilon Vulpeculae, excuse me. Planet 1 looks pretty nice. Green orbit around a green star. Hopefully it's not too hot. This looks like the kind of thing where we could find maybe biologicals, good mineral deposits. Magnetic... Oh, class 7. No. No, no, no. Well, that's too bad. What else do we got here? Got a gas giant, green gas giant around the green star with a green moon, but we won't go there first. We'll go to the blue one. That's a pretty deep blue. Ultramarine world. Class 3 weather. Not much down there for deposits. I'll skip it. Check out this green moon. Planet 2B, Moon 2B. Class 2 tectonics. No biological, but we've got those radioactives down there, so that's an affirm on landing. Skip all the corrosives for now. Focus on those nice radioactives. I often wonder, like, in the in-game lore, they assign a resource unit value back at the starbase for all of the things that you harvest, but what if you never got any base metals and you were just like, here, have more radioactives? It's sort of like, you know, could they actually build useful things with that? I'm really glad that the whole system has been simplified to resource units, so you don't need to collect 10 of this and 20 of that. Ooh, treasure world. Class 3, so we'll have to stay somewhat alert to drive competently, but yeah, I'm glad for the abstraction to just, you know, space bucks, but at the same time, it does seem fairly unrealistic to say, come build me parts of my spacecraft hull, but you only have small amounts of platinum and uranium to do it. This is good. This has big deposits. So we're filling up the hold pretty fast. Several trips. Fuel use is fairly high, but we have lots, so we started with what, 160, and we're returning earthward, so that's I think it was okay to do lots of trips here. Get those precious metals. Wow, one more trip. It's okay, it's justified. Fuel use 1.4 means it's going to cost us 28 RU to go down, and then I believe precious metals are worth 6 RU per unit, so that was an amazingly successful visit. So now we have another planet here. Yeah. Gosh, that would be a lot harder if I didn't have turning thrusters upgrades. Opalescent world. So semi-exotic. Class 4. Yeah, we've been okay with class 4 before, and for these resources, it's a little better than common metals, base metals. We'll do it. Just have to keep an eye out. Okay. Let's get a read on where I'm going next, and then quickly go back to the detail view so that I can see where the earthquakes are forming. So there's a little glowing point. Hopefully you can see it in the recording. A little glowing point that appears before the earthquake comes up. And if you drive over that glowing point, it will do damage, but, you know, it's at least just a smaller area. You're less likely to. So that one went fine. Decision justified. Just clean up the next planet here. What is this? This looks like an acid world? Plutonic world. Plutonic means like valuable, right? Well, we do have life. We have a radioactive down there. I'm gonna go for that. And we have... Oh, ouch. I don't suppose I should be too surprised about that. That takes a lot of hits. So we're down 2 crew. Oh, I'm not happy with this. Let's get this, like, umbrella stand, whatever this is. Slot machine tree. That's bizarre. Stiletto urchin. Oh, those are worth a lot. I'm sorry, crew. Oh man, okay, we gotta go. We gotta go. Crew 36. Oh, alright. No, I mean, my first instinct is just to bail from the entire star system, like, ah! I just feel like going down to 36 crew this far from home really changes the dynamic about how aggressive we should be about harvesting minerals. And we haven't run into any Androsynth, so that's a thing. Yeah, of course there's more life here, and it's class 3 again. And it was that class 3 lightning strike that kept hitting us before. Alright. So it's pretty hard to get a lot of biological data. That's what I'm reading here. The Melnorme were also interested in certain worlds that emitted a rainbow-like image to our scanners, if I recall correctly, and we haven't run into any of those, so who knows? Maybe we'll get one of those. I don't know what they're worth. They didn't tell us how many credits. Does seem to be more rare than finding biological information, though. Ultramarine world. Safe to harvest. There's one biological sample down there. The other one is a mineral. Alright, buddy. You're the only life form on your planet. And I'm gonna pick you up Goo burger? That sounds delightful. That sounds delightful. Oh! There's another one. I missed that. Full disclosure, I have my coffee sitting on my desk, and so, you know, occasionally at about 160 degrees east longitude, there's samples that I miss. Pick up the last of the minerals here. Krypton. Hard to call Krypton a mineral. How do you pick up bulk deposits of noble gas? Is there just like some weird temperature and pressure regimen and they're just a big puddle on the surface? I don't know. Alright, so now we can't get to that. There we go. I was gonna say we can't get to that planet. So yeah, this mod has maybe a couple of issues related to ease of accessing certain planets. Well, class 7, doesn't matter what's down there. Not going. So yeah, hey Androsynth, where did you go? It looks like you were centered on... Oh, that star's gonna be super hot. Looks like you were centered on this star, Eta Vulpeculae. You can see their sphere of influence is circular around this central point. So I'm gonna go to Alpha Vulpeculae because it's a big star, probably lots of mineral deposits, and if any of them are not too hot for us, we may be able to... Oh yeah, there's that. Watch out for that. Oh man, they all look too hot. But I thought I would stop by. Oh, hello. Right, supergiant star. Meeting our friend the trader.
Once again, we meet to exchange valuable tangibles.
Wait, is information a tangible?
Fun. Now, what can we do for you today?
You can tell me why your bridge turns purple, but anyway, I have some items I would like to sell.
Would you like to sell, Captain?
I have some data on alien life forms.
64 units of biological data we downloaded from your ship earn you 128 credits.
That's good. 271. Alright, I would like to make some purchases.
What items would you like to buy today?
I'm interested in purchasing new technology.
The technology we are now offering includes specifications for constructing modifications to your planet landers, which will double their speed.
Oh, thank goodness. I would like to buy the technology you described.
Ah, yes, speed. An excellent choice for the relentless hunter and craven coward as well. These modifications are simple enough to be put in place immediately.
Cool.
Your landers should be properly equipped in no time.
All right.
The technology we are now offering includes details on how to add point defense laser systems to your flagship.
That would be really handy against Ur-Quan dreadnoughts, but I cannot afford it.
What else would you like to buy?
I shall be leaving now.
It has been a pleasure dealing with you, Captain. We look forward to your next visit.
So that point defense module that he just mentioned, when the Ur-Quan dreadnoughts launched their fighters, surely you remember that. Launch, 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 launch fighters, launch, over and over again. I think with a 1863 degrees, we're not going there. With a point defense module, I'm not sure if it'll actually launch the fighters at all. Usually the AI is smart enough to know how your ship is configured and, you know, respond appropriately. But if it did launch any fighters, we would just use the point defense module and shoot them down. And that's just as good as... Whew, that was close. I don't know what that thing is. That doesn't look like Androsynth. That doesn't look like Androsynth at all. Alright, save game. Who are you and what have you done with Androsynth? Alright, so we're in it now. We'll see. Yeah, that was pretty aggressive. Encounter at Eta Vulpeculae, Planet 3.
This is a system message from ship's computer translation subsystem. Incoming message, extremely unusual in composition. Translation includes many lingual anomalies. Overall accuracy of translation is unknown.
Hello, Extremely! I hope you like to play. Some campers are not so good for games. Is it time for playing yet?
I have no idea. Ah. Okay, so who are you? We can do the standard greetings. We can be hostile. And we can just, nope out. We're supposed to make friends, right? Yeah. Greetings, I am Captain Jaybird of the Starship Republic. We are having some difficulty translating your messages.
Yes, of course. Difficulty. Problems are difficult. Let's be special together. Spicy games are always fun.
Ooh. Who are you? What can you tell us about yourselves?
Who are you? You are not Ors.
Okay, you must be
We
Ors.
are Ors.
Yeah, you're Ors.
Ors are happy people energy from the outside.
Outside of what?
Inside is good.
Yeah.
So much good that Ors will always germinate. Can you come together with Ors for parties?
Okay, right. Maybe you could tell me why you're here.
Here is bright and smooth.
Mm-hmm.
The other place is hurt Ors too much tired for keeping together.
Okay.
Other place is Frumple. Ors are here now, but almost not yet. Soon Ors are really here. You are help Ors with party. Ors looking for you and find you. So much joy.
That's scary.
Now, smooth place all the time. And after now, never going back to outside. Never.
Okay. So they're here almost not yet? Does that mean they just arrived? And they're looking for me? Okay, our charts show this as Androsynth space. Do you know... I'm almost afraid to ask. Do you know what happened to them?
Androsynth are not here.
That's true.
Ors are here.
That is also true.
You are not the same, too much like Androsynth. You are happy campers.
Well, so far.
Do you want to see our surprising toys? No, do not.
Oh.
Androsynth are so silly. We do not tell stories a lot about them. No more Androsynth stories.
Yikes. What happened? Damn it, what did you do to the Androsynth? I mean, it's pretty clear that this is going to cause some kind of an incident. But I don't feel like we should just pretend that they never existed. Ugh.
I am squeezing the juice. You have become too close.
Oh, yeah.
You are sick for the last time. It is not enough for happy days, I am sure. More and more juice.
Oh.
Androsynth are not the story.
Okay. This could be really bad. Well, the Earthling cruiser is slow, from playing Super Melee, I know that the Ors have vac-suited spacesuit guys, and they have a rotating turret, and they're pretty fast. So again, I think I'm gonna put poor Fuefo into combat. So he'll launch his space troopers, and well, I could try to attack them, but you're not gonna get too close to me, are you? Yeah, you're not gonna get close enough to me to allow my... Oh, your vac troopers disappeared, so that's cool. No. No, they just went off screen. Okay. This is not working at all. You're too aware of my strengths. I'm not going to be able to hit you at all unless I go head-to-head. And in a Spathy ship, that's a terrible idea. Go, 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 go! Escape! Escape! Alright. I guess we'll try Earthling Cruiser. Which... Oh. Okay. Okay. I mean, it's never flawless in an Earthling ship, but... Oh, man. I don't even know if we want... Do we really want to even be fighting these guys? Oh. Well, I'm really lucky that you didn't hit me there. This ship has terrible, terrible thrusters. Wow, this one's going particularly well, actually. So we'll do a boost. Nice. Huh. Oh boy. Okay, that's bad. Alright, we lost a cruiser. But that went fairly well otherwise. I'll take the other cruiser in, and we will commemorate their sacrifice. Yeah, I mean, there's not a whole lot I can do about his maneuverability. How many of these are there? Is a battle group 3 of them? Oh boy. So this is bad. We have a whole bunch of ores chasing us. I have regrets. Can we maybe patch it up?
I am squeezing the juice.
It doesn't seem like it.
More and more juice. You are sick for the last time.
Yeah, they're just gonna insta-attack me now. Oh boy. Okay. Wait for the battery to charge back up. Take off. Oh, that's bad. And you don't boost past. Oh boy. Okay, so I think I have regrets here. Oh no. Yeah, that was really bad.
Go, 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 go.
Yeah. So with the amount of crew we had on board, there was no way. So I think, better luck next time. I think what we will do is, I'm really not comfortable with the ores, but I think perhaps we should not actively antagonize them. All right, so asking them about the Androsynth is Not a good idea. So we'll replay this conversation quickly.
This is a system message from ship's
Yes.
We'll give standard greetings. We'll say, who are you?
Here.
Why are you here? And then we'll just say, it's been real.
Going. Yes. Ours is go with you, same place or party. Nobody is forget. Next is alliance party.
Wait, what?
Always promise is good to keep. So much pleasure is coming. Ours and the you is changed together as soon as camping is started.
I don't want to change together.
You are not even aware.
That's correct.
And then everyone is so happy. You are not forget. Alliance is promise.
Wait, what?
Oars are way.
I did not... What about alliance? I mean... Oh boy. It sounds like they want an alliance. Was that a translation error? That makes me really nervous. So they were swarming around this Waterworld. Mineral energy. Oh. There are a lot of energy sources down there. So we're gonna go down. Some radioactives here. Those look like cities that are glowing. Report from surface. Xenohistorian Kilgore here, sir. Have confirmed that these ruins are the remnants of the Androsynth culture. From the mass destruction we have witnessed, we can only assume there was some kind of huge land war here within the past 5 years. However, there is no signs of orbital bombardment or invasion from space. Just a whole mess of buildings shot to pieces. Probably the weirdest thing we've seen, or not seen, are corpses. There aren't any. It's as though something appeared out of nowhere, blasted everything with nuclear bazookas, then grabbed all the Androsynth and disappeared. An additional report, sir, from Science Officer Bukowski. We've located an Androsynth scientific research station, and I have been trying to make some sense out of what is left of their central computer. As far as I can tell, about 7 years ago, the Androsynth began experimenting with something they called dimensional fatigue phenomena. I can't figure out what this dimensional fatigue, or DF as they call it, is, but maybe if we explored another city, I would be able to find more information on this subject. End of report. Do I even want to know? They started exploring DF, and then they were all destroyed by something that suddenly appeared and did not bombard them from orbit, but stole them away? Bukowski again, sir. We have found another research institute. Well, there are ruins of one anyway. The computer here is in better shape, allowing me to learn a bit more about the Androsynth's investigation into DF, dimensional fatigue. It would appear that their studies actually began over 10 years ago, after one of their blazer vessels discovered some precursor artifacts in Alpha Lalande. Alpha Lalande. As far as their scientists here could tell, their devices generated DF waves, which would allow the user to see into other dimensions, realms of existence, which share position with our own universe, but have a different, what should I call it, reality phase. Anyway, the Androsynth had hoped that the dimensional fatigue technology contained in the devices would permit them to create new, faster forms of hyperdrive and hyperwave. Instead, they began their experiments. Then they made contact with some kind of life form on the other side, a creature from an alien dimension. The record is fragmentary here. I see requests to the central computer for information, data on reality aberrations, the mosquito mange, and ghosts, poltergeists, and other malevolent supernatural creatures. The requests grow more urgent, almost frantic, and then the record ends. Alright. We're not visiting any more of those. We're getting out of here. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. And, I mean, now there are ores, so that could not be more straightforward, right? Do not asking silly questions about Androsynth, or they'll be squeezing the juice. Yep. Yep. This is not good. Okay, so... Oh, hello. More ores. Encounter at Adaville Peculated Planet 2.
Pleasant combinations. We have been anticipating about you.
Uh-huh.
Do you like parties? We do several times. And so much the better.
Uh-huh. Well, it's been, I'm afraid I have to go now. Do you understand?
Yes. Ours is go with you, same place or party.
No.
Nobody is forget.
No.
Next is Alliance Party.
No.
So much pleasure is coming.
No.
You are not even aware.
Yes.
You are not forget. Alliance is promise. Ours are way.
Let's get out of here. That's so creepy. You know, it's kind of like, we were told just get yourself out there and you'll meet somebody and you'll hit it off and it'll be so great. And then you meet somebody who's totally into you and it's ores. Oh man. Alpha Lalande is where they were conducting their experiments, where they found the precursor artifact. Okay. Great. What are you? Oh, lovely. Alright, so we'll save our game here, because this thing is, weird probe thing. Converse.
We bring greetings from a friendly species.
Terrific. Tell us about that species. What can you tell me about your species?
Probe programmed to replicate. Record data. Contact alien species.
Yes.
Priority override. New behavior. Must break target into component materials.
Yeah, if we could just get past that priority override bit, I'm sure we would get along just fine. But this is kind of less fun than I want it to be.
Energize.
That's brutal. How many of those are there? Slalandro. Alright, welcome to Alpha Lalande. Don't see any ores here. That's great. There's only one planet. That's also great. So, this would be the planet to investigate. Class 7. There's biologicals down there, but there's no energy signature, so it's nothing technological. I'm not going down to collect biologicals from a Class 7 planet, so whatever the precursor artifact that was here, it's gone. Yikes. Well, we've learned some important things here, and I think we're gonna hightail it for home. But in the meantime, I'll just recap. Well, maybe we'll stop in at Delta Myra on the way. So what did we learn? We learned that the Androsynth are gone, probably due to a dimensional fatigue experiment, and now their area of space is inhabited by the Ors, who think that we've promised them an alliance. I don't recall having done any such thing, but our translator was having an extremely hard time with them, so... yeah, I think we want to basically not go into Ors space at all unless we really have to. What else do we learn? The Cyrene lost their planet in a suspect impact event, and the Ur-Quan have given them a new homeworld, and so they're, despite their obvious compatibility with humanity, there seems to be some reticence there because they are grateful to because the Ur-Quan gave them something that no other species could. Yeah, for class 3, we're not going down there. And yeah, allies are hard to come by in this universe. It's tough out there for a wannabe gangster. So we'll check in. What is this? Sumerian world? Sumerian world, class 2. I mean, how much to go down there? 0.7. It's really not, it's only common, but we've found nothing else in this system. Oh, Lander's fast down now, though. That's great. Look how fast that is. Almost makes it worthwhile to go down on these planets. Okay, so this is going to make our resource collection go faster. So we'll make our way home. Vela's right there. I don't know. I'm tempted, but I don't think I'm going to go to it. Let's do it. Let's go to Vela. That's where we came from, right? We can check in with our original... Well, we'll go to Zenith first. Big white supergiant. Maybe there'll be some minerals there. And then we can check in on Vela, which is the star system where our home planet was, where this spaceship was manufactured, and we'll see if we can do something, right? They gave us a mission, and that mission, I would say, has not gone spectacularly well yet. So we'll just see what we can do. Okay, this is, as expected, white supergiant, super hot. Oh, but look at that. That looks like 3 crystal worlds. Am I misreading that? Ruby world, 2,644. Oh, that's way too hot. Is there any way for me to just, like, paradrop onto one of these deposits? I don't know, man. I got my finger on the bailout key. Oh, this is so bad. Okay, we did it, though. We lost 1 crew. We got 24 so crystals times 25 it's a whole lot. We gotta keep trying to do that. Hopefully this isn't murder. Oh. I don't know, man. That's really harsh. I think we should come back here. We should put a bookmark in that and say when we have some kind of lander technology to deal with that, which I'm assuming we'll get. We'll come back here. And look at this. Sapphire world. Again, super hot. And so there's no reason to go down for a sapphire world if we can't go down for a ruby world. Same temperature. 2,500 degrees. This one has earthquakes on top of all that. So, man, we got to come back to Zeman. We got to come back to this. And there is Vela. So we won't even explore the rest of the planets here, but Zeman definitely. I'm making a note of it. Zeman. Okay, so I assume we came from planet 1 here. Oh, wait. What is that? That's a red glowing planet. That's a red glowing planet. Home is slave shielded. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright, I'm gonna have to leave it there, but we're really up against it now. The last free humans at Vela have been slave shielded. The Cyrene are not helping us. The Androsynth have been replaced with Ors who want to party with us in the worst way. I don't know how they camp, but I'm not camping with them. No way, no how. We're going to have to explore new ways of building flagship strength and somehow finding new allies, maybe among the old alliance, but it's not looking good so far. But I have faith. Captain Jaybert and the loyal crew of the Republic, we're going to get this done. Thank you so much for joining me this time, and I hope you'll join me again next time. Bye for now.